It's time for me to expose Hall. Speed versus Hall. Let's get this shit right. It's over for him. It's dead for him. Let's get it. All right, bro.
After this video, he changes his name.
Set, go! I'm out, boy.
Run it back.
What I say? What I say?
Run it back.
What I say? You slow. You a fraud. He a fraud. You are a fraud.
Come on.
Oh.
Hey, look, everything I love is a pop. Hey.
What's up, everyone? What a fantastic day to dive into a story that's got the internet buzzing with energy, competition, and a dash of good old-fashioned trash talk. Today, we're unpacking the epic showdown between fitness influencer Ashton Hall and YouTube sensation IShowSpeed, a foot race that lit up screens and sparked conversations across the digital world. This isn't just about who ran faster. It's a fascinating look at how online fame, physical prowess, and audience engagement collide in the modern era. So, buckle up for an 8-minute ride through this electrifying event, and let's learn something along the way. In a park somewhere near IShowSpeed's streaming setup. The sun's out, the grass is marked for a 50-yard sprint, and two internet heavyweights are about to go head-to-head. On one side, we've got Ashton Hall, the TikTok star who's taken the world by storm with his viral morning routine. We're talking 5 a.m. wake-ups, ice-cold water face dunks, and sprints that he claims hit speeds of 32 kilometers per hour. This guy's built a brand on discipline and fitness, inspiring millions to get moving. On the other side is IShowSpeed, real name Darren Watkins Jr., a YouTube streamer whose nickname says it all: Speed. He's known for backflips, soccer skills, and even holding his own against Olympic legend Noah Lyles in a race. When these two were pitted against each other, suggested by Speed's fans during a live stream, you knew sparks were gonna fly. Now, let's set the scene for the race itself. This wasn't some high-tech track meet with electronic timers and referees. Nope, this was raw, grassroots competition. The two kicked off their shoes, went barefoot, and marked out a straightaway on the grass. It's the kind of setup that feels like a neighborhood challenge, but with a twist. Over 300,000 people were watching live on YouTube. That's the power of the internet age, turning a park sprint into a global spectacle. The format? For 1v1 races, no frills, just pure speed. So, what happened? IShowSpeed dominated. He won all 4 races, and it wasn't even close. In the first race, Ashton Hall stumbled and faceplanted, giving Speed an easy lead. The next 3 races weren't much different. Speed's athleticism shone through, leaving Hall in the dust. Now, I know what you're thinking. Was this a fair fight? Hall's a fitness guru, but Speed's got a track record of athletic stunt. The barefoot, uneven grass setup probably didn't help either, but both agreed to the terms, so it's hard to cry foul. What's fascinating here is how this race wasn't just about physical ability, it was a clash of personas, reputations, and fanbases. Let's talk about the lead-up to the race, because the drama started well before the starting line. Ashton Hall came in hot, promising to embarrass IShowSpeed. Bold move, right? Speed, meanwhile, was riding high off his near win against Noah Lyles, claiming nobody wanted to race him because he was just too fast. This trash talk set the stage for a showdown that was as much about bragging rights as it was about running. It's a classic tactic in sports and entertainment: hype up the stakes, get the crowd invested. And boy, did it work. The anticipation was palpable, with fans on both sides hyping up their guy. Post-race, things got spicy. After the third race, Speed was ready to call it quits, saying, "I beat you 3 times, I'm done." Hall wasn't having it, confronting him with a, "Why are you leaving?" That's when Speed hit back, calling him Ashton Fraud. After the 4th race, Speed doubled down, telling Hall to delete your Instagram. That's not just a burn, that's a challenge to Hall's entire online identity. But here's where Hall showed some class. Despite the taunts, he owned up to the loss, saying Speed won fair and square. That's a lesson in sportsmanship we can all learn from. It's easy to talk big before a competition, but admitting defeat with grace? That takes character. Now, let's zoom out and look at why this race matters. On the surface, it's just two guys running in a park. But dig deeper, and it's a case study in how the internet shapes modern competition. First, there's the role of the audience. Those 300,000 viewers weren't just passive watchers. They were part of the event, fueling the hype and reacting in real time. Social media lit up afterward, with forums like the Colli joking that Ashton's gonna need a new morning routine. That kind of engagement is gold for influencers. It keeps their names trending and their content relevant. Second, this race shows how physical challenges have become a staple of online entertainment. Think about it. From boxing matches between YouTubers to these impromptu sprints, influencers are tapping into our love for competition. It's not just about views, it's about authenticity. Fans want to see real stakes, real effort, real wins and losses. That's why Speed's dominance and Hall's stumble resonated so much. It was unscripted, raw, and human. But there's a flip side. The informal setup, no official timers, no regulated track, raises questions about fairness and preparation. Could Hall have performed better on a proper track? Did the barefoot thing throw him off? We'll never know, but it's a reminder that these viral moments often prioritize spectacle over structure. And that's okay. It's what makes them fun, but it's worth thinking about how these events are framed. Let's also consider the implications for both guys. For Showspeed, this is another feather in his cap. Beating Hall reinforces his brand as the guy who backs up his nickname. He's not just a streamer. He's a competitor who can hang with the best. For Ashton Hall, the loss is a setback, especially since his fitness routine is built on the idea of peak performance. Some fans might question if his viral sprints are more show than substance. But here's the silver lining. Hall's sportsmanship and willingness to compete could win him respect in the long run. Plus, the exposure from this event, even in defeat, keeps him in the conversation. So, what can we learn from this? For one, competition, whether on a track or online, thrives on storytelling. The trash talk, the build-up, the dramatic finish, it's all part of crafting a narrative that hooks an audience. Second, the internet has changed the game. A race in a park can become a global event because of live streaming and social media. And finally, how you handle defeat matters just as much as how you chase victory. Hall's fair and square comment is a masterclass in staying classy under pressure. As we wrap up, let's appreciate this moment for what it is. A snapshot of 2025's digital culture, where fitness meets fame, and a 50-yard dash becomes a cultural touchstone. Whether you're Team Speed or Team Hall, this race reminds us that competition, at its core, is about pushing limits, entertaining, and connecting with others. So, next time you see a viral challenge pop up, ask yourself, what's the story behind it and what's driving the hype? That's the real finish line. Thanks for joining me today. Let's keep running toward knowledge and fun,